Nithyanandam, everyone. This is Prasiddha. Welcome back to Kundalini Yogini. This is the last time you guys are going to hear my voice for quite a while, and I will tell you why. I am starting at least 1 month, if not 4 month long, vow of silence, very similar to the Sanskrit vow of mauna, which is a vow of silence that a lot of monks take in Hinduism and Buddhism, but it is actually called Swarajya, Shakti, Samyama. It's a process that myself and a lot of my Sangha was initiated into by my guru this past week, and I am jumping in full force. I felt very called after hearing the context to undertake this process. I've been at this precipice, especially this last month, where I knew I'm ready to go deeper. I have to go deeper. It's a survival necessity to embrace this expansion that's happening to me right now, or else I'm gonna go crazy. So I decided to embrace what's being presented to me by life and dive headfirst into this Samyama process. So I'm going to be under a vow of silence. I'm not going to be speaking to anybody outside of my work. So that does include my teaching and my clients, but otherwise I'm not going to be speaking at all. So I'm not going to be on YouTube for a while. I'm not going to be doing any live streams, but I'm going to be writing. I'm going to be documenting through writing. So please stay tuned for that on my Instagram and Facebook, as well as doing audio bites. And I know that sounds ironic because I just said I'm not talking, but I had actually set up a collaboration with a new audio app that does daily audio bites that are going to be pre-planned. So if you would like to still hear my voice, still get daily spiritual, Ayurvedic, yogic, life inspiration and updates, please DM me on Instagram. I can only bring a select number of people out to try the app because it's kind of a pre-launch. So if you would like to be part of that group, please let me know. DM me on Instagram or Facebook and I will get back to you and I'll get you included in that. But otherwise, I'm not going to be on here anymore and I'm not going to be speaking. I'm really excited to go into this process. I know it's going to be very challenging and very intense, and that's why I'm scared and also really excited and know that I need to and want to do this. It's really about cultivating this inner silence, this inner stillness, and not verbalizing externally really aids in that process. Of course, in the beginning, you're gonna even maybe have more thoughts and more excess happening inside, but that space is allowed to settle down the more and more that you face that discomfort, you face that unknown, you face that stillness, and you're not muddling the reality with your words. Because when we really think about it, all language in some way or another is rudimentary, and it doesn't really encapsulate the cosmic reality, right? The conscious reality. And so being in silence really helps us to be in the observer state, to be in being and not acting or reacting or doing. And ultimately, as my guru, His Divine Holiness, Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam shares, it's about rooting ourselves in the concept that I am Paramashiva, everything around me is Paramashiva, and I am rooted in that context in any interaction that I'm having. And a lot of times, like he was saying and laughing about, right, is like when we're texting somebody, how many times we backspace and rewrite the message or reword what we're saying. We put so much more thought and consideration into that type of communication. Whereas with our mouth, it's almost like word vomit a lot of times. We just spit stuff out that we don't really mean, and then a lot of times is not truly our truth. And so by refraining from the external speech, it's going to be a beautiful opportunity to be more rooted in truth. And I'll be communicating with a notepad or via text, basically through writing. So it'll give me an opportunity to really take a step back and not be in a reactionary space. And that's what I'm looking most forward to in my relationships, especially with others, and seeing how that changes my interactions with the people that are in my life. So I will be sharing this process. I'm definitely going to be documenting my experience, journaling a lot about it, and I'm sure I will have a lot to share at the end of this process via video as well. But otherwise, please keep in touch. Keep in touch via my website, via Instagram and Facebook, where I'm going to be writing updates And again, if you do want to get my audio bites that I'm going to be doing, very short form audio bites that I'm going to be doing via a new app called Pluto, please DM me and you can be part of the select group to be a part of that, my team on there. So sending you guys lots of love. I'm excited for this and stay tuned for updates. Nithyanandam everyone, and have a beautiful month ahead. I hope you guys enjoy this transformative spiritual time we're in called Chaturmasya, this 4-month period, which is a time of deep introspection, a time to study ourselves and study the scriptures and go inward. So don't waste this time. Don't waste these next 4 months, because it's going to be a very intense time in the external world. I'm really going to let you guys know that. It's going to be a very, very polarized time externally. It's a time we must go inward. So take the time for yourself. And I'm here with you. You can always reach out to me in messages. Nithyanandam, everybody.